You're listening to Ask Holly Hall. This is Holly Hall from AskHollyHall.com. Today we will be talking about anything from astrology, predictions, clairvoyancy. I am a master astrologer of a background education in philosophy and psychology, neurolinguistic programming, past life regression, and I'm also a clairvoyant. Sit back and relax and enjoy the episode. Hey everyone, it's Holly from AskHollyHall.com. We have just entered Mercury into Libra. Mercury really doesn't like being in Libra. Mercury likes being in Gemini or Virgo because Gemini and Virgo are the problem solvers. They find all the answers and they get the job done. So the thinking process, which is what Mercury rules, is very concise and clear. However, when it's in Libra, it's indecision time. We want to look at what is fair and what is not fair, all in love and war. And we're going to be trying to have fair conversations with people, probably by becoming a little bit too accommodating, agreeable, and yet at the same time, not really making any decisions or choices. This will last about 3 to 4 weeks. However, it is a good time to take a look at both sides of every single issue and situation, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You see, we have a couple of other planets as well. Well, one's a star, technically. That is the Sun, and it's in Libra. And the other one is Mars. So, Mars doesn't mind... Actually, no, sorry. The Sun doesn't mind being in Libra. I mean, it really doesn't want to take the back seat. It wants to shine. It doesn't really want to be inclusive of everybody else. It wants to be the one that stands out. But that's okay, because it will... You can allow yourself, and all of us can allow ourselves to let other people shine. We don't always have to be first, right? However, Mars is exalted, and it doesn't like being in Libra. No, because it wants to take action. It's a warrior. It's a fighter. Let's just get this done. Let's move forward. Let's not look past. We don't need to make any decisions. We already know what we want. Let's get her done. So, however, we have Venus in the loving, caring Venus in Leo. And Leo wants to be self-serving. If this is going to be fair for you, then it definitely has to be fair for me, honey. Because I'm the queen, and I love me. I love my princess self, and I want to make sure that if you get what you want, I get what I want. Fair is fair in love and war. So let's take a look at communication styles, because really what it's about is about being fair when you're communicating with others in order to get what you want, but to make sure that it's a win-win situation. So let's go through a few as indicated in this, my article at hollyhall.substack.com. Active listening. Pay close attention to the speaker, the other person, without interrupting or forming your response while they're talking. Give them your full focus. 2, empathy. Try to understand the person's perspective, feelings, put yourself in their shoes to see the situation from their point of view. How would you like it if it was you? And how would you want someone to treat you if it was you? Respect. Treat others with respect, even if you disagree. Avoid condescending, insults, and dismissive language. 4, use I. I use this a lot with my clients. Instead of saying to your husband or your spouse or your child that you don't do this and you don't do that and you upset me when you're acting in this way, look at it as what you want. See, I would like to have a better conversation than what we're having right now. I would like to have somebody that is much more compassionate and feeling about my situation because I need the nurturing right now. I would like to have someone who wants to go on vacation more often. Do you know what I mean? And you can use I feel or I think. Now, It doesn't include, I feel hurt when you do this. Okay? Stay calm. Keep your emotions in check. Avoid blame. Instead of assigning blame, focus on the issue at hand. And 7, ask open-ended questions. Questions are better than answers. What do you feel about this? How would you like this to turn out? What's important to you? Is there another answer? Do you know another way? Real simple yes and no questions that result in a yes and no can be helpful as well. Avoid assumptions. Clarify what the other person means or intends. This is the one thing with all this Libra energy, there's a tendency for us to say one thing about 5 different ways. And it can make it difficult for the other person to really know what you meant by what you're saying. So it's best to repeat what they say and tell them, say, hey, I don't want to sound condescending or anything, but I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. Is this what you said? And again, I don't mean to be rude, but could you repeat what you heard me say? Stay on topic. That's a hard one with Libra. We tend to go off in 2-3 different directions. Specifically, if you got a lot of Gemini in your chart. Just saying. Okay, if you guys are going over to my Substack, maybe you're listening to this from Substack or not, you want to go over there. I got a new paywall. It's $25 a month. You get to read further content, but you also get on a VIP list where you get a constant 25% off all readings. Well, all 1 hour readings, all my 1 hour readings, full readings, and you get $10 questions. Okay, these are normally $20. That means you can send me up to 2 questions and it will only cost you $10. And only the VIP people. You do this like 2 times in a month and it's already paid off for the whole $25. Or almost. Well, no, yeah. So enjoy that, and you will, once you join, you will receive a special link to get these special readings. Again, this is normally actually a $25 reading for $10. Namaste.